A very good evening to dignitaries who joined in person and through virtual mode, as well as all attendees. In the words of Samuel Johnson, nature has given women so much power that laws have been wisely given to them very little. With this agenda of enabling equality, we assemble here for the International Women's Day celebration as a part of the Women in Public Sector Neyveli chapter and NLC India Limited. May I now request Dr. C. Dharani Molly, President Whips, Apex Elect and DGS Medical to deliver her welcome address.
Respected First Lady of this esteemed Navratna Company, President Ladies Club and Sneha Opportunity Services, Srimati Kanchan Kamra, the better halves of our functional directors, Srimati Shanti Vikraman, Srimati Pushpalata Chowki, Srimati Ansi John, Srimati Sunita Jaykumar, President Whips NLC India Limited, Madam Kartigai, CGM MM and Disposal, Secretary and Office Bearers of Whips and Ladies Club, and sirs who joined us virtually, and my dear friends, good evening everybody. Better late than never. So, at last, all of us are here this fine evening to celebrate Women's Day, International Women's Day 2021. This itself is a standing example of the die-hard attitude of we women. We are here to celebrate the achievements and contributions of all of us, and also to brainstorm and put our ideas together to do something more to bring about a positive change in the society. I deem it my pride and privilege to have been given this wonderful opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to all of you here to celebrate the International Women's Day. Though our Honorable Chairman cum Managing Director and the functional directors are unable to join us, actually they are here with us virtually, and they are represented by their life partners, and let's welcome them with a loud round of applause, please. Let me take this opportunity to welcome Srimati Anuradha Singh. We heartily welcome you to our NLC India Limited family, madam. Ladies Club and Whips NLC India Limited have always been working hard, hand in hand, for the past so many decades for the betterment of the less privileged women stakeholders in and around Neyveli, and I have great pleasure in welcoming the Secretary and committee members of the Ladies Club. Of course, then a very, very warm and hearty welcome to my sisters of Whips NLC India Limited, with whom I started my journey in Whips as the unit representative of our General Hospital, then Treasurer, Vice President and President for 4 terms before embarking my journey to the regional level and now at the national level. So, I take this opportunity to thank each one of you here who have been with me in every step of my adorable journey. I also welcome the very few men who are present here to support us. And let me also welcome all those who have joined us in the virtual mode. The theme of International Women's Day 2021 is Choose to Challenge. This theme signifies and celebrates the tremendous efforts by the women around the globe in shaping a more equal future and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. Choose to challenge. From challenge comes change. So, let's all choose to challenge gender bias and inequality. Collectively, let us all create an all-inclusive world where everyone acknowledges the worth and significance of the women in their lives and their tremendous contribution to the society. Let me quote Michelle Obama, "There is no limit to what we women can achieve and accomplish." I welcome you all once again. Thank you. Jai Hind.
It's my honor to invite Madam N. Kartigai, President Whips Neyveli Chapter and CGM MM and Disposal to deliver the Women's Day message.
Good evening. Respected CMD, Madam CMD, respected Director HR, Madam HR, respected Director Mines, Madam Director Mines, respected Director Power and Madam Director Power, respected Director Finance and Madam Director Finance, Apex Forum of VIPs, President-elect Dharani Mowli and Madam DAG CAS, Madam Niti Agarwal, Madam Suman and members from Ladies Club, VIPs, office bearers, unit aides, those who are joining in the virtual mode, dignitaries, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening everyone. VIPs, as Dharani Mowli told in the welcome address, that for 4 decades, four times it has been tuned, now she has become the president-elect at the national level. This NLCL management is completely supporting the women employees at all levels to empower them. That is the main agenda of our NLC management. So with the confidence that the management is had, they nominated at the end of the January month the N. Karthikey CJ Memo on disposal as president, Jayanti ADGM TA as secretary, Amaravati as treasurer and Vijayalakshmi DGM contracts as coordinator. So when we had a first meeting in the virtual mode with the respected CMD and Director HR and EDHR, the first thing what we told, what is the action that we are going to do in our tenure, is the first thing what we requested from the management is we need 2 email ID for VIPs exclusively. So immediately it was accepted. One mail ID is for giving the VIPs correspondence alone outside NLCIL. That was within no time it was created. And one more mail ID we wanted exclusively for receiving the grievances that is being faced by our women employees at all levels, sometimes which they may not be in a position to express the grievances which they have been facing. So to have in the confidence to be maintained, and that one mail ID was created. Now we have made office bearers also for other works, in which we identified Madam Amala, Madam Sai Priya and Madam Vijayalakshmi AMHR as the 3 women employees. They will take care of the grievances that is being received through mail ID grievance.vips@nlcindia.in. We will be circulating it to all women employees, and it will be hosted in our website or intranet also, so that the women employees, whoever faces any problem, that we will be analyzing it and we will be taking it up with the appropriate forum with the management, and we will try to solve the issue. This year, as already my previous speaker told while delivering the welcome address, for the International Women's Day, choose to challenge, Sawal Seiya, Tervu Seyyavum. This is the theme of this year. Already in this pandemic situation, during March 23, of 2020, when the lockdown was announced, we all faced already the challenges for the past 1 year. All our doctors, health workers, and so many volunteers, they safeguarded our township in such a manner that so much of people are not getting affected. So we are already faced many challenges and we have successfully come across that. Now again the threat is still not yet over, it is continuing. So the challenge is going on continuing. Whenever any human being gives a birth, it has to face the challenges in the world. It is either a male child or a female child. What I would like to say is, Mahakavi Bharati said, பெண்ணுக்கு ஞானத்தை வைத்தான் புவி பேணி வளர்த்திடும் ஈசன் மண்ணுக்குள்ளே சில மூடர் நல்ல மாதர் அறிவை கெடுத்தார். That means the women are having very good knowledge, but some people are spoiling it and they are not allowing that to be expressed. கண்கள் இரண்டினில் ஒன்றை குத்தி காட்சி கெடுத்திடலாமோ, பெண்கள் அறிவை வளர்த்தால் வையம் பேதமையற்றிடும் காணீர். So when you facilitate the women to improve their knowledge and the wisdom, the entire world will become so nice place to live. பட்டங்கள் ஆள்வதும் சட்டங்கள் செய்வதும் பாரியில் பெண்கள் நடத்த வந்தோம், எட்டும் அறிவியில் ஆணுக்கு இங்கே பெண் இளைப்பிள்ளை கான் என்றும் பாடி வைத்தார்கள். Yes, in all field women are excelling, that we are all day by day we are seeing. மாதர் தம்மை ஈடு செய்வோம், மடமையை கொளுத்துவோம், வைய வாழ்வு தன்னில் எந்த வகையிலும் நமக்குள்ளே தாதர் என்ற நிலைமை மாறி ஆண்களோடு பெண்களும் சரிநிகர் சமானமாக வாழ்வோம் இந்த நாட்டிலே. So not only now the choose to challenge and the gender equality were getting talked, it was talked years long ago, that now we will have to put it into practice. ஆணும் பெண்ணும் நிகரென கொள்வதால் அறிவில் ஓங்கி இவ்வையம் தழைக்குமாம். If we say that both gender are equal, then the wisdom and the knowledge in the world will grow and it will excel in all field. Women will work out their destinies much better too than men can ever do for them. All the mischief to women has come because men undertook to shape the destiny of women. So in the previous years, men took us, they decided our destiny. So that is, even though in some of the women have the excellent caliber, which they have just left it, the men to decide the destiny, so that it has failed. Swami Vivekananda said, there is no chance for the welfare of the world unless the condition of women is improved. It is not possible for a bird to fly on only one wing. There is no hope for that family or country where there is no estimation of women, where they live in sadness. For this reason, they have to be raised first. This is what Swami Vivekananda more than 150 years ago he has told. So in Neyveli WIPS, we will be doing with the support of NLCL management, with the guidance of CM, most respected CMD and the Director HR and all the functional directors, and EDHR is the nodal officer for us to be the bridge between the management and the WIPS activities. We will be doing the wonders actually. So here I wanted to say that when our CMD, when he inaugurated the guest house for GIA building, he has called me in the morning that he wanted to see the WIPS building or what is the condition. So he visited along with the Director HR and he said so many things. First, the building has to be renovated. That TA department is already at it. It will be soon will be renovated. So that will be the place for the women employees who are facing the grievances. That will be the place for resolve it in the presence of CMD and Madam, HR Madam, and whoever wants to come there, all can come and it can be resolved immediately in front of everyone, provided that person who is giving the grievance is ready to reveal their grievance in the presence of everyone. Otherwise, it will be done secretly. So with this, I don't want to take more time because the COVID is threatening, so we will have to close it. So I wanted to say some few quotes. Never stop doing your best just because someone doesn't give you credit. Don't wait for credit, you do your work. Don't allow the challenges to overpower you. Choose a positive attitude and persistence, endurance over defeat. If you don't know, the thing to do is not get scared, but to learn. Whatever has happened previously, don't get upset and sit in the house. You will have to think, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. These things I wanted to say. NLC management is in the path of making many women leaders. So in the senior management level, there are 2 chief general managers currently and 5 general managers, 34 DGMs are already there. So that is how our NLC management is empowering the women employees. They are creating the leaders. So we will march forward to show that we are no way inferior to anyone. Nari Shakti is Narayani Shakti. So let us all work together, make the whips to do wonders in NLCIL campus, not only for the benefits of the NLC women employees and also to the surrounding villages women community. We will do the best thing. On March 8th, we could not gather and do it in a grand manner, but however, when the appreciation letter which was given by CMD along with my signature, I don't have any thing to say that I was asked to give my signature also in that letter. With that letter, the sweets were distributed not only to the NLC employees and whatever the offices that was not connected with NLC also distributed, and the vendors, up to the flower vendors to the fruit vendors in Neyveli were distributed, and they expressed they were so happy to receive it, and some video clippings also we have that we are going to present in some other occasion. So we are taking together everyone, women power together. Let us make wonders in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I now request Madam B. Jayanti, General Secretary Whips and ADGM Electrical, to administer the Whips pledge, and I kindly request all Whips members to take the pledge, please.
Members of the Forum of Women in Public Sector solemnly affirm that we shall make genuine efforts and take positive actions to strengthen this forum and work with team spirit, commitment, sensitivity, sincerity, honesty, and integrity for the common cause of women in general and growth of WIPS and its networking in particular. We also affirm to encourage and support our team leaders in fulfilling their assigned role and work together to strengthen each other and prevent any damage to the name of WIPS. Thank you.
Has made distances no more an issue. In spite of COVID scenario, we have received felicitation messages through video clippings from women stalwarts in the field. It is my privilege to introduce Honorable Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan. Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan is the Governor of Telangana, Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry Additional Charge. She has worked as a Director Independent Charge for Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. She has been an academician and worked as an assistant professor in Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. She has completed Bachelor's of Medicine, Bachelor's of Surgery MBBS from Madras Medical College, Chennai, and also is a specialist in obstetrics and gynecology from Dr. MGR Educational and Research, Chennai. May I request her video to be played, please?
அனைவருக்கும் எனது உளம் கனிந்த மகளிர் தின வாழ்த்துக்களை நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். NLC இந்தியா லிமிடெடில் 1000 பெண்களுக்கு மேல் பணிபுரிகிறார்கள் என்று நினைக்கும் போது எனக்கு மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கிறது. பெண்கள் தினத்தில் பெண்கள் முன்னேற வேண்டும், பெண்கள் என்ற பாகுபாடு இருக்கக்கூடாது, பெண்களுக்கான முழு உரிமையும் கொடுக்கப்பட வேண்டும், பெண்கள் பீடு நடை போட வேண்டும், பெண்கள் எந்த விதத்திலும் தன்னம்பிக்கை இழந்துவிடக் கூடாது, தன்னம்பிக்கையோடு வாழ்க்கையில் முன்னேற வேண்டும். NLC இந்தியா லிமிடெடில் பணி செய்யும் பெரும் வாய்ப்பை நீங்கள் எல்லாம் பெற்றிருக்கிறீர்கள். மகிழ்ச்சியாக உங்கள் பணியை முழுமையாக ஆற்றுங்கள், மற்றவருக்கு உதவுங்கள், நமது துன்பங்களை பகிர்ந்து கொள்வோம், இன்பங்களை பாராட்டுவோம், வெற்றி பெறுவோம், மகிழ்ச்சியாக வாழ்க்கையை கொண்டாடுவோம். அனைவருக்கும் மறுபடியும் இந்த உலக மகளிர் தின வாழ்த்துக்களை நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். Distinguished officials, eminent personalities and respected participants, esteemed media friends, I extend my warm wishes to you all on the occasion of International Women's Day 2021. I really feel privileged and honored to be part of this event being organized by the NLC India Limited. I am happy to share my thoughts with the employees of the first and the largest public sector enterprise in Tamil Nadu. The NLC has been a major driving force for the development of Tamil Nadu and our country. It was glad to know that there are around 1000 women employees in the organization. It gives me immense pleasure to find such a good percentage of women working for the NLC India Limited. My special wishes to all the women employees on this happy occasion of International Women's Day. This year's International Women's Day theme is Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. Rightly highlights the need to create an equitable and inclusive world where the gender parity is respected. The theme emphasizes the need for ensuring equal future for women in the COVID-19 world that has more negatively impacted the lives and livelihood of women. The risk of losing the job during the COVID-19 is double for women than the males. This calls for equal future for women in the COVID-19 world. There is another major campaign as part of the celebrations, that is to choose to challenge. We must not shy away from choosing to challenge the gender discrimination, gender equality and stereotyping, harassment, exploitation, trafficking, abuse or anything that hinders our dignified living. I also appeal to all the women, be ready to challenge your own limitations of growth and development. Dare to dream and dream big and make it big in this competitive world. Be competitors, be innovators, be the winners with right skills and right attitudes in this global world. On this important occasion of International Women's Day, let us all resolve to work collectively to promote the education, entrepreneurship, employment and empowerment for women. Women's role must be promoted in the decision-making process at all levels. Studies point out that the results were better when women were part of the decision-making process. It is unfortunate that women's representation is very low at top positions. Though situations is changing for better steadily, there is every need to accelerate the change. The UNDP report claims that at the current rate of progress, gender equality among heads of government, for example, will take another 130 years. This calls for vigorous changes. Women need to enter into highest decision-making roles in political, economic, social and cultural fields. Women must be part of the policy making that shapes the future of the world. I appeal to all of you to collectively work for the creation of gender equal world. We must end any form of discrimination on the basis of gender. We need to promote gender equality at all levels. Through our sustained efforts, we must make a difference to the society. Let us choose to change and let us choose to challenge. Challenge is always good for change. Challenges bring out the best. Let us all build a more women-friendly world where there is no discrimination and exploitation on the basis of gender. Today, we must celebrate the achievements of women in political, cultural, social, economic or any other spheres of life. I am really happy to be part of the NLC India Limited event. I appreciate your efforts in promoting gender equality. I once again wish you all a very happy International Women's Day. I wish you all a great success in your noble endeavors to create a better, equal, equitable and inclusive world. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. I wish you all a happy International Women's Day.
Thanks, madam, for those wonderful visionary words of ensuring gender equality. We have received a message from Madam Vismita Tej. She is the Joint Secretary of Ministry of Coal. Madam Vismita Tej is the Indian Revenue Services Income Tax 1990 batch, the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Coal. She is the part-time official, our government nominee director on SECL board. She holds postgraduate degree in MA Political Science, Utkal University, Odisha. MPhil in International Studies, JNU, MA in Public Policy and Sustainable Development, Terry University, and MA in Gender University from University of Essex, UK. She has served in various capacities in the Income Tax Department at Bhubaneswar, Patna, Hyderabad, Ranchi, and Delhi, and had wide varied experiences. May I request her video to be played, please?
Namaskar. I thank NLCIL and the WIPS Forum of NLCIL for inviting me to be part of this virtual meet. Friends, my message for you, for all the working women, be it at any level, is that a good worker has no gender. In other words, the core competence inside you, within you, is actually gender agnostic. Nurture it. In this context, I would like to impress upon you that your empowerment comes from within you. The dictionary meaning of empowerment is actually the process of gaining freedom and the power to do what you want to do and to have control over what you do, what happens to you. Friends, without your conscious agreement, this power within you cannot be taken away from you. To the working women, I would reach out that please reach out to the less privileged sisters of yours so that with your help you can empower them and you can help them empower themselves. Dear friends, I would like to again repeat what I had said last year when I met you at NLCIL, that I am the daughter of a woman of substance, that I empowered myself to be a woman of substance, and to the extent possible, I have tried to make my two daughters women of substance. Then friends, my very, very best wishes to all of you. Please rise and shine. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Madam Soma Mandal has assumed the position of Chairperson SAIL with effect from 1st January 2021. Madam Mandal has the distinction of not only being the first woman functional director of SAIL, but she is also the first woman chairperson of the company. A graduate in electrical engineering from National Institute of Technology, Rourkela in 1984, she has over 35 years of experience in the metal industry and commenced her career as a graduate engineer trainee at NALCO. May I request her video to be played, please?
Good morning. I would like to congratulate you on this International Women's Day in recognition of the contribution by women towards building of the society, UN has marked March 8th to be observed as an International Women's Day every year. We celebrate women and accomplishment of women while seeking a greater inclusive role in all spheres of life. Theme for this year is Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. Most of us women, while growing up as young girls, had some role model. Whether a school teacher, a pretty heroine that's a film actor, a lady doctor, and for many it was our mothers, striving hard to make life comfortable for us. And each one of them faced challenges and faced them bravely. The society is becoming more sensitive to the needs of women, and with each passing day, the biases are reducing. We are lucky, and I hope it's not a long way off when we do not have to celebrate Women's Day, as we will be in a society without biases and gender equality would be a normal occurrence. Friends, the capability of a person cannot be judged on the basis of gender. It's one's attitude and aptitude that decides the capability. Nature has made a man and a woman differently. A woman does not have to attempt to be a man. She has inherent strength in so many areas that it can propel her to be the best in the field she chooses to excel. Women are equally capable of handling a crisis or concluding a project or leading a team or a country. Gender is not the deciding factor for success or fruition of any work. It is the knowledge, skill set, your choice to perform, and the passion with which you do that will decide the outcome. Keep learning. In today's world, you need to be updated in your skill levels. Be the best in whatever job you do, whatever role you play, and the recognition is bound to be there. Talent is not a gender-based qualification. I believe women require a lot of societal support, but at the end, it's a woman who has to believe in her capabilities, to empower herself, to take up the responsibility and prove her mettle. World over, there have been innumerable success stories of women who have inspired excellence and achievement. COVID-19, or the world with the new normal, has posed much more challenges for the woman. The work from home, while bringing in the ease of working from the comforts of our home, has also brought more blurring of boundaries between the personal and professional lives of working women. The pandemic has impacted the economies, which in turn impacted the livelihoods of so many. The unorganized sector, which employs women in large numbers, was adversely affected. Leaders of today have a greater role in providing a helping hand to bring in level playing field for all genders. Adversity brings the best in all of us. Women in leadership roles, by choice or through circumstances, have to learn to face the adversity in their own way. There is no trick book for the same. There are umpteen opportunities for women to take leadership roles. They have possibly broken all barriers, leading army units from the front, flying a fighter plane, flying into the space, climbing the Everest, being a president or a cabinet minister, being a sports icon, heading a multinational, leading a business association, and much more things. What is required is to dream big and then have the perseverance and passion to actualize that dream. Yes, challenges are there and shall be there. It's easier said than done. Many of these challenges can be transformed into opportunities, and there will be a necessity to balance professional and personal priorities, which would be different for each individual. The priority setting is not black and white. For some, the priority could have a professional bias, and for the others, it could have a personal bias. There's nothing right or wrong, because you will have to decide. Decide to win some and to lose some, but cut the losses to what is acceptable to you and you alone. I see young women giving up too early in anticipation of imbalance of personal and professional life. Please give yourself time and do not give up too early. You do not have to be perfect in every sphere, nor have to go forward with guilt and regret. Once one does what she loves, happiness will follow. At the end, we are all in pursuit of happiness. Each of you are a leader in your own sphere. be it to your child, your friends, your support system, or your team. What do we need to do for other women out there as leaders? Firstly, create an ecosystem which gives equal opportunity to women by way of safety in workplace and outside, education, financial independence, and most importantly, in educating the society against the biases we hold against them. Teach your sons and brothers to respect women, and more than half the battle is won. Second, as leaders, we should have more conversation to enhance the self-belief and confidence in women. That women are as capable as anybody else, and that they need that opportunity because of that capability and not because of sympathy. And men leaders can help create an ecosystem where there is a gender neutrality as far as opportunity is concerned and strongly discourage disparity and biases. As women, most of you will have to face a dual challenge and do the balancing act at your home front along with responsibilities of your profession. But if you have the determination and grit, the sailing will not be that tough. Start believing in yourself. Learn each day. Be totally prepared for each task. Do it with passion and dedication. In short, be the best in whatever job you do. I hope at the end of the day, we can all make a difference to our society and fraternity. Wishing you all once again on the Women's Day. Thank you.
We have received the message from Madam Harjeet Kaur Joshi. She is the CMD Shipping Corporation of India. Madam Harjeet Kaur Joshi has been appointed as the full-time chairperson and managing director of Privatization Bound Shipping Corporation of India, becoming the first woman to helm the country's biggest ocean carrier by fleet size. She is a postgraduate from Delhi School of Economics and is a fellow of Institute of Cost Management Accountants of India. May I request her video to be played, please?
Respected Shri Rakesh Kumar Ji, Chairman and Managing Director, NLC India Limited, Board Members, Shri R. Vikraman, Director HR, Shri Nadela Naga Maheshwar Rao, Director Planning and Projects, Director Mines, Shri Prabhakar Chowki, Director Power, Shri Shahaji John, and the Director Finance, Shri Jay Kumar Srinivasan, along with office bearers and members of WIPS, along with all employees of NLCIL, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed a pleasure to be here today to share my insights on this International Women's Day. You may all be curious to know what got me to this position and what makes a woman leader. I speak to all of you as the Chairman and Managing Director of Shipping Corporation of India Limited first, and then as a woman. When we talk of leadership or read about leadership, I hope we all realize that there is nothing unique and different for women leadership. While I learned all my management lessons in college, I still can't recall anything like woman leadership. Which brings me to the crux of what I shall be sharing with all of you today. There are no special ingredients for being a woman leader. A leader has to deliver equally regardless of the gender, and there are no concessions available at this position, and neither should there be any. I am sure Rakesh Kumar Ji will agree with me. So the first point I want to make is that women need not be conscious of their gender. I have never been conscious that I was a woman, and probably that is the one single factor which has played a dominant role in getting me to this position. For each one of us, the enabling circumstances, supporting environment, our own inhibitions, and self-limiting thoughts due to which we hold ourselves back for any reason could define success or absence thereof. Therefore, I shall urge all of you to overcome your constraints, challenge yourself, and reach out for the stars, defying the limiting mindset, be it your own or of others around you. I hope I now have the attention of everyone in the audience, as we shall not be having the usual women talk as does happen in such sessions, because of which men don't like to join such sessions, making these counterproductive and alienating women further. Most of the leadership points that I would like to share would emerge from what makes a good and successful professional and shall thus equally apply to both men and women. I thus reiterate what I mentioned at the 31st WIPS National Meet held recently on 12th of February, that diversity and inclusivity revolution which is slowly making inroads into the organizational work cultures will also effectively address the gender inequality. The D&I maturity level of the organizations is directly proportional to the benefits that would be derived from an integrated and cohesive mix of people. I accordingly hope that I have a diverse audience listening to my address today. I shall like to thank Shri Rakesh Kumar ji in his capacity of Chairman SCOPE and WIPS also for giving me this opportunity to connect with all of you. So the second thing which emerges is an opportunity. It's a normal tendency for the commoners to prejudge when it comes to a woman employee without giving her an opportunity to prove herself. If you see the statistics, girls excel in the formative years, be it school, college level and also at the grassroots level in an organization. But this tapers off and the numbers shrink as one goes up. Many times, life throws upon us various opportunities and one needs to be agile and ready to grab them. The window of opportunity always remains generally very small, as we know time doesn't wait for anyone. Many times, the opportunities that come our way may not be comfortable for us and we may thus spend too much time reflecting on the pros and cons as it doesn't fit into our comfort zone. So the third thing which is crucial is preparedness to shift or move out of your comfort zone. Seeking extra and new assignments and responsibilities. Well, struggle, sacrifice, hard work and perseverance shall lay the foundation for your growth. Only the proportion varies on case-to-case basis, dependent on a host of factors which may be applicable. Women leaders do contribute significantly to an organization and we need to see how women cope with their dual role and pursue their careers seriously. To be able to do so requires multitasking, and thus the fourth requirement is flexibility and resilience to change. And this, my dear friends, is something which the COVID taught us. We learned, unlearned and relearned so much during the pandemic. It's definitely not easy, but not impossible either. One needs to manage, multitask and many times do that extra bit too. Women have the amazing ability to adapt and be dexterous in their operations and thinking. Only these qualities need to be nurtured and grown. If a woman aspires and wishes to be seen on the top, a woman needs to realize that it isn't going to be easy, be it family, organization support or peer support. So that brings us to the fifth requirement, which I call as the 3 C's of courage, capability and conviction. Learn to focus more on the outcome and less on the risks, and in the process become a bit immune to unnecessary criticism. Women are truly amazing. They have the power not only to perform but also to transform. They just need that conviction and single-mindedness to sustain. We have all heard the story of a deaf frog in the race which didn't heed to the criticism as it could hear, and it won the race. Just keep going towards your set goals and stay clear of the criticism which impedes your progress. Not to say that we can turn a deaf ear always, as we might lose out on the constructive suggestions which are needed for refinement. But the essential point which I would like to make is Do not get bogged down by the criticism which inhibits you. Ultimately, it is the line of discretion that you would need to judge what can be taken and what should be allowed to let go. Coming back to the Women's International Day, women's economic empowerment has been at the heart of 2030 agenda for Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goal number 5 has a two-pronged agenda. Not just promote gender equality and empower all women and girls, but also to address obstacles to gender inequality, including undertaking reforms to give women equal rights to economic and other resources. The pandemic and the lockdown has played on the nerves of humankind, men and women alike, while some do feel that the precariously balanced gender roles have been strained and stretched more towards the women. Most of us were multitasking, and it was an experience to be self-sufficient and self-reliant, as we were also compelled to do most of the housework. All would agree the domestic work and office work hours seem to have crossed all limits, but this may have then given rise to the appreciation of our capabilities and probably to this year's theme for the International Women's Day 2021, Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. Being at the helm of affairs at SCI, I chose to focus on the positives and took the bull by the horns and believe that we prevailed and excelled during the time, emerging stronger, wiser, and more self-content and resilient. The age-old adage that the worst times bring out the best in us upholds a universal truth. I believe everywhere, even at Navlite Lignite, adversities occasioned by the pandemic would have brought out innovative skill sets and adaptability in the workforce. SCI has come a long way from being a traditionally highly male-dominated industry to being an inclusive and integrated mix promoting gender equality. We in SCI contribute to the shift in the vision, and the ratio of lady employees assured today are close to 21% of the workforce, and it is probably one of the highest amongst all the other PSUs. We in all our professions need to take that giant leap forward to bring that paradigm shift in the vision of the corporates to consider women workforce seriously for the leadership roles, for which we only need to look back and emulate the women leaders who have set examples for us to take cue from. There is an urgent need for equal future for the humankind in the post-COVID-19 world, which will pave the way for the possibility of a better world, and we cannot afford to lose time. Rather, the time to act upon is now. Let's rededicate ourselves to that year on this International Women's Day. Let's perceive hurdles as opportunities in disguise, as they can be used as guiding stars for preparing the competitive world. And I hope to see you all progressing well and keep the torch flaming always. VUCA, volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity, my dear, shall remain the hallmarks of the future and would always stay. It's the capacity to adapt and take the bull by the horns, like I said earlier, which shall ensure survival and sustainability. The more you know, the more empowered you are. So, be resourceful, practice the 3 C's and excel in everything that you do. Success, I am sure, is bound to follow. Wishing all of you at NLCIL, including the board and the management of Navlite Lignite Corporation Limited, a very bright future. Thank you for having me with you today and for your patient listening. Namaskar.
We have received a message from Dr. Alka Mittal, Director HR ONGC. Dr. Alka Mittal has joined the Director HR of ONGC, a postgraduate in economics, MBA HR, and doctorate in commerce and business studies. She was joined as a graduate trainee in 1985 and was the first woman to hold the charge of full-time director in ONGC's history. She is also on the board of ONGC's Mangalore Petrochemicals Limited as ONGC nominee director since August 2015. Prior to joining Director HR, Dr. Mittal hold the post of Chief Skill Development of the company. May I now request for a video to be played, please?
Very warm greetings to all the dignitaries, women employees and other participants at Neyveli Lignite Corporation Limited on the special occasion of the International Women's Day. I am really very pleased to be sharing few words with you today. First of all, I would like to greet each and every lady, a women officer who's present on the occasion of the International Women's Day. It's a day which we always observe, we celebrate to acknowledge the contribution of women in different organizations, and more so in the public sector. Neyveli Lignite has been contributing to the growth of nation as a nation builder and powering the nation since 1956. And I am sure all of you are very proud of your very rich legacy. In fact, we are some of the more fortunate people, especially fortunate women, I would say, in our society who are independent, secure, and working in a Navratna and Maharatna organization. As responsible citizens, we must utilize our positions to further cause of gender equality in our society in every possible way we can. We all, I know, are committed to this. And especially during this COVID-19 pandemic, the world has undergone tremendous disruptions and challenging situations. We all have experienced the challenge of living through the pandemic, taking care of our health, working from home, taking care of household chores. For women, it has been particularly challenging economically, socially, as well as psychologically. And while we are talking about this, I would also like to add that this has been a time where we have seen lots of stereotypes getting challenged. Men have also been trying to help out. They have also learned to contribute when it comes to working at home, working for home, while we are all working from home. This year's International Women's Day is centered on the theme Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 world. So while there have been challenges during the past 1 year, there have been some breakthroughs also. Like I just mentioned, the stereotypes have got challenged and we are having more support at home. But with this, there are challenges which are to be taken on. And women by nature are so perseverant and so confident about taking on tough challenges. I would say that we are all choosing to challenge. And that is the way we are going to make a success out of being a sound professional at workplace and an equally dependable person at home. So while we are talking about this, I would like to touch on the cause of gender equality, which must remain a top priority for all organizations. It's not only from the point of view of human rights, but it also brings a lot of business benefits. It makes business sense, I would say, in terms of higher returns, more creative, innovative solutions, real competitive edge in terms of full access to talent. And it brings in a collaborative workplace culture, because women by temperament are very good team players. They look at everyone's concern, everyone's outlook, and then they come out with a collaborative solution or collaborative way of working. And that is our strength. And that we must always use while we are at workplace. Our organizations are becoming younger with time. So we have these youngsters who have a different set of aspirations and who are looking at securing and earning a future which they have dreamt of while they were studying in the best of institutes. And while we are exposed to best of mentoring and development programs which can be planned and which are being planned for the youngsters, we are also looking at creating an enabling environment for them to climb up the ladder with total confidence and to be prepared to take on senior positions. More so for the women, because as it is, I have seen that at times women feel that they may reach a particular level and not beyond that. So this is something which is to be challenged by each of us who have reached a particular position, and make sure that we are able to groom the younger generation to take on more important roles, senior positions in the organizations in the times to come. Kofi Annan has very, very nicely said, there is no tool for development more effective than the empowerment of women. Because once the women are empowered, the organizations, the workplace is likely to be doing much better, growing better with each passing day. My message to all the women at Neyveli Lignite would be, first of all, aspire very high and try to achieve what you aspire for. For that, you have to have lots of self-belief and tremendous sense of confidence in yourself and your capabilities. Try to give for this, you have to prove to the world that you are good at the job that you have at hand. So try and give your best to your assignments. Just like you are very sincere by temperament while working at home or while you were studying in college, show the similar kind of commitment at your workplace. If an assignment is given to you, make sure that you do it in your best possible manner. And once you're doing it, you will slowly start seeing the impact which it has on others. They start looking at you as a person who's sincere, committed, dedicated, and capable of doing better than so many others around. So we have to be prepared. While we are doing so, we have to be prepared for the challenging times and difficult times as well. Just like the past 1 year has shown us how you have to be very, very confident, very, very strong to take on a challenging phase like this. And while you're doing this, how do you equip yourself to take on challenging times? You have to build on your capabilities. You have to put that extra effort to make yourself better with each passing day. Study, go for best of training programs, try your hand at different kind of assignments, because then you grow as a professional who has confidence to take on challenging assignments. And that is what you should be working at. But while you're doing so, your responsibility towards your family is also to be kept in forefront. You have to ensure that the work-life balance is maintained. And for that, it is all in your hands. If you are able to have your family understand your assignment, your role in your organization, they will be your partners in progress. And when you are able to do that, not only will you be growing as a professional, you will be seeing your family grow together in a much better manner. Your children will be studying well, because when they see their mother working so hard at her workplace, they also imbibe those qualities of diligence, commitment to duty job at hand, and they start working with tremendous confidence towards their goals in life. Your family, the seniors in the family also provide you all the support when they see you working so well. So this is what you have to work towards, I would say. And while I once again would like to convey my best wishes to all of you, I would like to specially acknowledge the role that the senior management at Neyveli Lignite would have played in your progress and your development. And I take great pride in the fact that the seniors are always there to cheer when a colleague of theirs is doing well. And that is what makes the spirit in the public sector so encouraging, motivating for the women employees. So while we must acknowledge that the women are very capable, they are very good, we must also acknowledge the support that is provided by those who are at workplace, our colleagues at workplace, the male colleagues, the seniors, who are always very happy to see a woman doing well. Today itself, I was in a virtual event where our minister was present, and there was a lady in Tripura, a young girl in Tripura, assistant engineer production. She was making a small 1-minute presentation, and I was observing my other colleagues from the board who were there with us. The look of pride on their face said it all to me. They were feeling as proud as I was of the lady who was doing so well in front of the minister. She was able to share her very confidently the job she's doing. And this is what I think we are working towards. And this is what will take all the women to higher and higher levels. And once we have that critical mass that we are all trying to create, I am sure we will be having more gender-balanced companies, where we will not only be taking care of the women will be taking care of the organization's business and the organization's workplace culture and the climate that we create. So I compliment all of you who are organizing this particular event. I see there are some wonderful resource persons, speakers, achievers, women achievers who are contributing. My compliments to them and to the organizing team, and special regards to the management of Neyveli Lignite Corporation, which has come forward to organize this virtual event for the women. And I'm sure we will be collaborating and contributing towards progress of of other women in a similar manner. And my best wishes to all once again. Thank you so much for having me over.
Rightly said by Madam that support of senior management is because that we are here, that we are doing this program, without which it would not have been possible. Thank you, ma'am. We have received the Young Achiever speech through video clipping, and she is none other than Dr. B. Sneha Priya, IPS. She is currently posted as at ASP Neyveli. Madam Sneha Priya is from Tamil Nadu cadre and has won the Vandana Malik Trophy for dedication and hard work. May I request her video to be played, please?
Good morning, dear friends. I am here ASP Neyveli. I am here not to deliver any speech, but to just remind you of the infinite energy trapped in us. I was asked to deliver a speech to inspire youth. I don't think which is needed. Youth need opportunities, not source of inspiration, which is available a lot in social media. Well, by acknowledging our bigger dreams, I do also bring before you the limitedness of opportunities. Our aim is to tap the limited resources, opportunities to achieve our dreams. Now, leave about inspiration. Let us come to our business of achieving our dream. I would say there are ocean of limited opportunities around you, beneath your feet, but away from your sight. Hence, it is our work to grab them. Having spoken about limited opportunities, I would like to remind you of our beloved missile man of India, Shri APJ Abdul Kalam, a man behind affordable air travel, G.R. Gopinath, Padman of India, Arunachalam Muruganandam. I have chosen to remind you these names as all these great achievers are phoenix who rose from ashes. They all worked within the domain of limited opportunities. What is the difference between them and us is not only dreaming big, they have searched and taken steps proactively towards achieving their dreams. I should mention the importance of perseverance during this time. During our journey to achieve our dreams, we are bound to fail. If we fear of failure and we have not taken any chance, we have already failed at the initial step and we are far from achieving our dream. So friends, let me tell you, it is impossible to live without failing at something unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. So let our failures fuel our drive to achieve our dream. Now, having spoken about dream, opportunities, failure, chance, I was asked to speak a few words how to prepare for competitive examination. For any competitive examination, the basic step is knowing the syllabus. 25% of your preparation is completed if you know the prescribed syllabus of the examination, the phases and timings or routine schedule of the examination, so that you can plan accordingly. Next, I would tell, many people ask about self-reading or coaching. It depends on individuals. If you are confident, know the boundaries of the syllabus, and if reading material is easily available in the market, self-reading would suffice. If you feel something is missing in preparation and you are not getting a group of people with whom you can discuss, then coaching would also help you. Next, main important step in any competitive exam is planning. First, plan according to the phases of examination or schedule of the examination, and your plan should be a routine daily plan. Plan your day equally for preparation and equally for other part of your life, like some part-time job. Weekly assess your preparation to exams and monitor your progress. Plan on your weak areas and know weightage of each topics in the examination. Next, attempt as many tests as possible before writing the main test and assess your progress. Let me tell you friends, with proper planning and perseverance, it is not a big deal. Now, I would like to speak to you about common challenges around us. I'm sorry to say, it has been common to link youth and drugs, youth and eveteasing. Well, I do acknowledge that many factors push a person to take drugs. But it is drug addiction that makes our life miserable. We are out of our own control. Neither our body nor our mind listens to us. We ourselves place our life in extreme uncertainty for the so-called minuscule pleasure or high. Once you are addicted, you are bound to become a drug peddler. Once you are a drug peddler, you come into the legal ambit. So dear friends, life is beautiful. Please don't destroy it for minuscule pleasures. On eveteasing, I would like to remind you of all the struggles it took place and is taking place for a girl or women to avail the so-called equal opportunities. Please respect them and treat them with dignity. I would like to end my interaction by promising that my next interaction would be a direct and in Tamil. Bye friends.
Thanks for those words. That was really inspiring. You've spoken about the gambit of topics which are very, very integral in our day-to-day life.
Being it dreaming to being it competitive exams and to drugs. Thank you for the words. We have received message from Madam Kanchan Kamra, our very own the First Lady of NLC India Limited and President of Ladies Club at Neyveli and Sneha Opportunity Services. She holds a Master of Arts degree specializing in Hindi language. She was a faculty for Hindi in the state of Haryana. She is a passionate individual driving women empowerment in Neyveli as she initiated various events. Madam Kamra is also driving change through societal development and making a difference to many lives in and around NLC's operation. She has made remarkable improvements as a part of the social organization of NLCIL, namely Ladies Clubs, Sneha Society in School and other social organizations. Her active part in the Bharatiya Kala Samiti is really noteworthy and memorable. May I request her video to be played, please?
Good evening to one and all, and my warm greetings to all the ladies of the wonderful NLCIL family. I am happy to join all of you on this joyous occasion of International Women's Day celebration 2021 and like to share my views this day on the true meaning of women empowerment. A woman is truly empowered when she is included in the decision-making process. Only when her fundamental rights are fulfilled and only when she works in a friendly environment, when she is trained for a respectful living and when her dignity is well protected, a woman is getting empowered. I feel NLCIL women are truly empowered. Women from all walks of life, whether it be doctors, engineers, teachers, nurses, staff and contact women workers are appreciated and recognized with rewards. I am happy to note that the girl children are also taken care by awareness programs. Women of weaker section are trained in various skills through skill development programs. I am sure with such a support system, NLCIL women can hold their heads high. Let us keep helping each other by empowering, uplifting and inspiring. Young ladies, keep updating your knowledge and let self-confidence be your success mantra. Keep strengthening yourself physically, emotionally, psychologically and spiritually and be the master of your own destiny. Do not be called just a woman, but become an achiever. Behind every successful woman is herself. I wish the WIPS Forum of NLCIL a great success and once again wish you all a happy Women's Day. Swami Vivekananda said, women must be put in a position to solve their own problems, and our Indian women are capable of doing it as any woman in the world. And of course, we are more capable now. Nandri Vanakkam.
May I request now to have the Madam Shanti Vikraman's message. She has been a keen interest in health and well-being and is a yoga performer. Madam Vikraman holds a postgraduate degree in public administration from Madras University and has also worked with Air India as an air traffic assistant at Chennai earlier. She is a marvelous Veena player and is actively involved in the social activities of NLCIL.
வணக்கம். அனைவருக்கும் மகளிர் தின வாழ்த்துக்கள். ஒரு விஷயத்தை சொல்லி முடிக்க ஆண்களை கேளுங்கள், செய்து முடிக்க பெண்களை கேளுங்கள் என்ற கோட்பாட்டிற்கு நாம் கடந்து வந்த கோவிட்-19 பேண்டமிக் சிச்சுவேஷனை பெண்கள் கையாண்ட விதம் மிக அருமையாக பொருந்தும். ஏனென்றால் உலகமே ஸ்தம்பித்திருந்த வேளையில் வீட்டில் பெண்கள் பம்பரமாய் சுழன்று கொண்டிருந்தார்கள். தூக்கத்தை குறைத்து தனக்கான நேரத்தை இழந்து வீட்டில் முடங்கிய ஆண்கள், பிள்ளைகள், பெரியவர்கள் என்று அனைவரையும் சமாளித்து சிக்கல்களை கடந்து பொருளாதார ரீதியாக தன் குடும்பத்தை வழிநடத்தி இன்று வரை தளராமல் நிற்கிறார்கள். ஒரு குடும்பத்தில் உணர்வுமயமான சூழல் ஒரு பெண்ணால் தான் நிர்ணயிக்கப்படுகிறது. அதனால்தான் மகளிர் போற்ற விரும்பு என்று எப்போதும் எந்த சூழலிலும் பொருந்தும். இந்த இக்கட்டான சூழ்நிலையிலும் வெளியில் சென்ற பெண் சுகாதார பணியாளர்கள், மருத்துவர்கள், செவிலியர்கள், காவல்துறையினர், ஆசிரியர்கள் மற்றும் இல்லத்தரசிகள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரு பெரிய வணக்கத்தையும் நன்றியையும் தெரிவிப்போம். பெண்கள் இரக்கம், தியாகம், காதல், அன்பு என்ற குணங்களால் நிரம்பியிருக்கிறார்கள். ஒளியாய் வீசட்டும் மகளிரின் இனிய தொண்டு. தினங்களை கொண்டாடாமல் தினம் தினம் அவர்களை கொண்டாடுவோம். நன்றி.
Madam Pushpalata Chowki is a philanthropic in attitude and approach. She believes in education as a primary requirement for the development and is involved corely in her children's development. She has worked in empowerment of women in rural areas of coal fields for more than 2.5 decades. May I request Madam Pushpalata Chowki's video to be played, please?
Good day to everyone. I wish you a happy Women's Day to all the beautiful, courageous women. International Women's Day is celebrated across the world every year on 8th March to honor the achievements of women. It is celebrated to express the appreciation, respect, love and care towards all women. Today women are self-dependent and are giving a big contribution for the development of society and country. Every woman is equally important, even if she is a working woman or a homemaker, taking care of her children and family. Women empowerment is still the necessity because in many villages, even today, girls don't get basic education. They are forced to get married at a young age, and problems like a female facetities still exist. Let us not limit the respect and appreciation towards women only for this particular day, but each and every day. Thank you.
We also have with us Madam Aruna Nadella. Though not she is present here, but yet we have from her the message. She has completed her degree in Commerce KTR Women's College, Gudivada. She has also completed a fashion designing diploma course. She is actively involved in welfare activities. Her interest lies in gardening. May I request her video to be played, please?
అందరికీ నమస్కారము. వేదికను అలంకరించిన మరియు ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి విచ్చేసిన మహిళలందరికీ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. కనులు తెరిచిన క్షణము నుంచి బంధము కోసం, బాధ్యత కోసం, కుటుంబం కోసం తన వారిని కనుపాపలా తలిచి ఆత్మీయత పంచుతూ తన వారి కోసం అహర్నిశలు కష్టపడుతూ ఎంతో సహనంతో వారి భవిష్యత్తు గురించి ఆలోచిస్తూ తన ఇంటిని నందనవనము చేసే ప్రతి స్త్రీమూర్తికి వందనాలు. మహిళ తన ఇంటిలో, వృత్తిలో కానీ క్రియాశీలక అంశాలలో నిర్ణయాత్మకమైన శక్తిగా మారడమే కాకుండా తను ఉన్న పదవిలో కానీ బాధ్యతలో కానీ గౌరవనీయమైన స్థానాన్ని పొందగలగాలి. ప్రతి మహిళ తనకు ఉన్న ప్రతి అవకాశాన్ని పూర్తి స్థాయిలో సద్వినియోగపరుచుకుంటూ ఆనందంగా ఉండాలి. తోటి మహిళగా ఎదుటి వాళ్ళు సదుద్దేశముతో చేసే మంచి పనులను తప్పు ఒప్పులు అన్వేషించకుండా వీలైతే వారికి తోడ్పాటును అందించాలి. ఎత్ర నార్యస్తు పూజ్యంతే, ఎక్కడైతే స్త్రీలు పూజించబడతారో తత్ర రమంతే సర్వదేవతాః, అటువంటి ప్రదేశాలలో దేవతలు కొలువుంటారు. ఆమె సృష్టికే ఓ కానుక. ఆమె అనేది మధుర భావన. ఆమె శక్తి అపారం. ఆమె యుక్తి అమూల్యం. ప్రేరణ ఆమె. లాలన ఆమె. తల్లిగా, చెల్లిగా, తోడుగా, నీడగా ఆమె పాత్ర అనితర సాధ్యం. ఆమె లేకుంటే అంతా శూన్యం. అందుకే ఆమెకు శతకోటి వందనాలు. అర్థం చేసుకునే నేర్పు, అంతులేని సహనం, ఏదైనా సాధించే మనోబలం, గుండెల్లో దాచుకునే ఔదార్యం, అదే ఆమెలోని సౌందర్యం. మరొక్కసారి ఓ మహిళ, నీకు అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన ఎన్ఎల్సి విప్స్ టీముకి పేరు పేరున కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుకుంటూ నండి, నమస్కారం.
We have a message from Madam Ansi Shaji. Madam Shaji has been instrumental in organizing various events at NTPL operations, and she also initiated the Ladies Club at NTPL. She is a sports person playing badminton and also has keen interest in craft and gardening. May I request a video to be played, please?
Good evening, one and all. First of all, wish you all a very happy Women's Day. Celebrating Women's Day is a way of feeling gratitude to each one and every woman in one's life, be it in the professional or the personal life. International Women's Day is observed around the world on 8th March every year. It is the day for praising women who work hard every day to accomplish individual and professional goals. WIPS in Neyveli is taking the lead role in organizing this get-together, and I take this opportunity to congratulate them for the active role they are playing in motivating and encouraging our women employees. I am told that our WIPS team is reaching out to the needy women of the society in the nearby villages of Neyveli to educate and bringing in awareness in them and to empower them. This year Women's Day theme is Choose to Challenge. Means every individual is responsible for our own actions and thoughts, and from challenge comes change. Year 2020-21, we saw the COVID-19 pandemic and the after effects of it. The world changed to a new norm, way of life changed, working style and life was totally changed, and women at the lower level of the society were the one who suffered the maximum. Social disparity made many lose their jobs, and we realized there still remains the disparity between male gender and female gender even in this 21st century. On this Women's Day, let us take this as an opportunity to come together, share our thoughts, feelings, and to build confidence in ourselves and to find the potential within us. Let us hope this message will reach to each individual and every woman. Every home, every heart, every feeling, every moment of happiness is incomplete without you. Only you can complete this world. Once again, wishing you a very happy Women's Day. Nandri, Namaskar.
Words. We have a message from Madam Sunita Jaikumar. Madam Sunita Jaikumar has completed her graduation in physics from Stella Maris College, Chennai. Also holds a diploma in travel and tourism. She is the first lady to undertake the job of medical representative from a very reputed pharmaceutical company called Cadila Pharma and has served there for 4 years. May I request her video to be played, please?
Good evening to all the ladies and members of the WIPS. Every day is a great day to celebrate the amazing women in our life and society. Today, as we celebrate International Women's Day, it is time to reflect upon the progress made, call for a change, and to celebrate acts of courage and determination by ordinary women who have played an exemplary role in the history of their countries. As we celebrate this year in achieving equal future in a COVID-19 world, women stand at the front lines of COVID-19 crisis as healthcare workers, caregivers, innovators, community givers, and some of the most exemplary and effective national leaders in combating this pandemic. It is said that young girls with dreams and conviction go on to become women with great vision, character, and leadership. Every woman's success, let us encourage each other and empower each other in believing in our vision and work towards it. Every woman's success should be an inspiration to all other women, and we should cheer each other as it makes us grow stronger. One woman who has made an inspirational role in my life is my mother, who has encouraged me to make my own decisions and stand up for them. She has motivated me to never give up on my dreams. As I conclude my speech, I once again take this opportunity to wish you all, young, intelligent, vibrant and smart women, a happy Women's Day. Keep smiling and be proud of who you are. Nandri, Vanakkam.
The most awaited moment for us, as we have our chief guest for the day joining us through virtual mode, it is my proud privilege to introduce Shri Rakesh Kumar Sir, CMD NLCIL. Shri Rakesh Kumar Sir assumed charge of the post of Chairman cum Managing Director of NLC India on 28th September 2018, and prior to his assumption as CMD, he was the Director Finance of the company for more than 6 years. Shri Rakesh Kumar also holds the position of Chairman of NLCIL subsidiaries NLC Tamil Nadu Power Limited and Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited. Shri Rakesh Kumar is a Bachelor of Commerce and holds a Master's in Business Administration and Finance. He carries rich and varied experience for more than 35 years with 5 CPSCs, including board-level positions for more than a decade. Shri Rakesh Kumar Sir has recipient of many awards, including Most Influential CFOs of India Award twice by Chartered Institute of Management Accountants of India and the Cost Excellence Award by Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Sir is also the Chairman of Scope, an apex body of PSC in India from 2019. He is also the Board of Governance of Institute of Public Enterprise, Hyderabad. May I request Sir to address us all, please?
Today is not the day to describe me for so long. Today is the day to describe the contribution, achievements, and our efforts for the women in our life, in our society, and in our country. My colleague directors and better halves, Shri Vikraman, Director HR, and Madam Shanti Vikraman, Shri NNM Rao, Director PNP, and Madam Aruna Rao, Shri Prabhakar Chowki, Director Mines, and Madam Pushpalata Chowki, Shri Shaji John, Director Power, and Madam NC John, Shri Jaikumar Srinivasan, Director Finance, and Madam Sunita Srinivasan. And I am not sure whether our CVO Sahab has joined. If he is there, I welcome Shri Prabhakar Rao, CVO NLCIL, and Madam Rao. And my better half, Shrimati Kanchan Kamra, my beloved life partner and the chairperson of Neyveli Ladies Club and Sneha Opportunity Services. Madam Karthikeya, President WIPS NLC, and other office bearers. Dr. Dharani Mauli, President WIPS Select. Representatives of the Ladies Club, representatives of associations, unions, and welfare associations. All other respected women participants in this function, which I could not specifically cover. Other special invitees and guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. First of all, my hearty greetings to all the women gathered here on the occasion of the celebration of International Women's Day today, in spite of difficult situation. And just before this program, we all were listening to and participating in a very, very vibrant session with Scope, where we invited the eminent speaker of international repute, respected Sister B.K. Shivani of Brahma Kumaris, who was able to give word of wisdom not only to address some of the problems being faced by public sector fraternity, but also for everyone, right from how we should get up, how we should spend time in the morning, how we should do self-talk to take care of the problems which we face and generate a lot of positive energy. And then what all we should eat, what all we should, do in the enhancement of our relationships, and how, even to the extent that what way we should go to bed, spending time, having dinner 2.5 hours before, and stopping all media such a wonderful solution to most of our problems of our life she could deliver, and she being a woman of substance at international level, so this day was very, very special already. I think this year's Women's Day celebration in NLCIL is also very, very special. And in public sector and in the country, if we see, we could hear today Mrs. Tamilisai Soundararajan, who is providing leadership with the dual charge of Governor of Telangana and Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Another woman icon in the country, that Madam Soma Mandal. In the beginning of this year, on the 1st January itself, she became the first chairperson of any Maharatna company in India, and yesterday only she has been elected as the chairperson of Scope, first woman chairperson of Scope. And there are so many other women who have assumed the charge of CMD of Navratna and other public sector companies in the country. And another star of the day, Dr. Dharani Moli, who has been elected unopposed for the post of President WIP's apex body. This is also for the first time that our company has been able to provide the leadership of WIPs at the national level in last 31 years. So today's day is a special day. This year is a special year for women empowerment, and before I proceed further, as we do in any function, any meeting, any gathering, let me remind all of us that pandemic situation is again becoming worsened. We reinforce ourselves for the compliances, for the measures which we must ensure, whether it is mask, maintaining social distancing, washing our hands regularly, and taking all other measures which have been detailed in the guidelines issued by Government of India and state governments from time to time. But at the same time, we have progressed in the remedial measures in vaccination in our company. As it is going on across the country, our hospital is also providing good services to offer us the requisite number of vaccines very carefully, very systematically. I am really pleased to note that today's celebration is more dignified by the gracious video messages from Honorable Governor of Telangana and Puducherry, Srimati Tamilisai Soundararajan, Srimati Vismita Tej, Joint Secretary MOC, Srimati Soma Mandal, CMD Chairperson SAIL, Srimati Harjeet Kaur Joshi, CMD Shipping Corporation of India, and Srimati Alka Mittal, Director HR ONGC, which have been screened during this meeting just some time back. And there are other videos which are displayed by eminent women of our society, and our better halves, Srimati Kanchan Kamra and all the better half of directors. And emphatically, points have been brought out that as we celebrate today International Women's Day, to commemorate the achievements of women in all spheres of life, as well as to promote economic, social, political and financial status of women, and to ensure their rights for justice and freedom. Madam Tamilisai, Honorable Governor emphasized the role of women in promoting entrepreneurship, involving them in the decision making, and emphasized the need for bringing more women at the top position in the policy making, and a lot of word of wisdom by all the dignitaries. Incidentally, I have also received a very appreciating message from the son of the soil, Shri P. Daniel, Additional Secretary, CVC. He is also very happily conveying his wishes on this occasion, and he's on behalf of the Commission, he is emphasizing the need for women empowerment in all walks of life, and especially in the socio-economic segment. And however, it is also a fact that gender diversity continues to be low in public sector undertaking. This has been emphasized by Honorable Governor also. But he says that I'm glad to know that NLCIL is in the forefront among public sector enterprises working for empowerment of its women employees. This is reflected from various WIPS Forum awards backed by NLCIL over the years. I wish Neyveli chapter of WIPS my best wishes. I hope that they will continue to their commendable work in women's empowerment and make NLCIL proud through its endeavors. There is no doubt that as compared to many other public sector undertakings, our focus is more and more to augment the women empowerment in all spheres of our life. More than that, I would prefer to say that this day must be an occasion for educating the men as to how we could recognize the women in our life and be grateful to them for our successful life. When we celebrate our success, NLCIL is progressing very well. As all of you know, that this year we have opened up a very big mine, coal mine, Talabira. From 26th April, the production has started. Our solar projects have been commissioned, and we have become the first CPSE in the country to have 1400 megawatt plus of the renewable energy. We have recently started the second unit, commissioned the second unit of NTPS, and this is the biggest boiler in the country, lignite based, 1000 megawatt. And just now we have also done the first unit of Ghatampur mock lighting of unit 1, which is considered to be one of the biggest projects, power projects being executed in the country. All these achievements are not possible unless and until women in our lives, whether they are our family members, they are partners in the business, they are partners in progress in any other form, are standing by us, giving full support and extending their valuable services. This is the occasion to give importance and recognition of their contribution, because if we do not name them now, it is definitely an injustice to the contribution they make silently without getting noticed, without their name being published anywhere. Before we move ahead further, I would like to recognize and compliment the steadiness that women have played during the pandemic, despite the multi-dimensional responsibility they had handled in family. We feel proud that women in India who can effectively balance and perform their multifaceted role. I am very glad to note that WIPS Neyveli chapter has chosen the theme for this year's International Women's Day as Choose to Challenge. This is the international theme which seeks to draw more attention to the strenuous efforts by women around the world in effective participation and decision making in public life, achieving gender equality equal status and the empowerment of all women and girls. However, women will gain real empowerment only when they get equal power as men and recognize their achievements and contribution to the society. I was just listening to the sharing by dignitaries. They were also emphasizing this fact that there should not be any special role which should be provided. Rather, they should be provided an equal opportunity. We should recognize them as they pursue, as in case of a male member, same way they should also be able to perform and they should work. And our role is to facilitate the ecosystem, provide opportunity, get educated towards the importance of women as an equal partner, and we should provide full support in all these spheres. In fact, in 21st century, the status of women in India has been changing due to growing industrialization, globalization, and socialization, and more significantly, due to education being the powerful tool to empower women. Educated women can contribute much to the development of education to a family, good society, a progressive nation, and more vibrant world. With greater awareness, more and more women are gaining higher education and acquiring more skill sets, which results in paradigm shift from low-profile conventional jobs to higher-level professionals. Now, contribution of women is there in every sphere of life as India seeks to march steadily in the growth path, and active participation of women is the catalyst of qualitative growth. We cannot ignore the Honorable Finance Minister, who belongs to state of Tamil Nadu itself, who is doing a human service to the nation by driving all excellent measures as a finance minister. And in fact, many of the measures in public sector are initiated because of her strong decision making, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman. I'm very glad to listen to the views of two young achievers also through the video screened on this occasion, Dr. B. Sneha Priya, an IPS officer of 2016 batch who scored All India rank 907, now posted as ASP Neyveli, and Ms. Ishwarya R. IAS, who has got All India rank 47 in 2019 batch. Surely the success stories of those two young achievers shall be very good inspiration to many more girls to set their ambition and to firm up career aspirations. I wish them all success in their professional and personal life. Globally, the COVID pandemic outdated perceptions of jobs and productivity and pushed towards redefining the conventional roles. This has undoubtedly resulted in dynamic shift in job roles as location and place of work has lost its relevance. Companies and the employees have had redefined their workplace to embrace anywhere, anytime structure and flexibility, which has put more challenges for the women, and they are performing very well. That is the result that we are able to bounce back. Our country is able to bounce back. So it has resulted in adoption of some very innovative ways into the corporate world. The biggest advantage has been creation rather than recognition of a virtual space, thereby creating a positive influence by giving an equal opportunity to all to prove their productivity, efficiency, not only being flexible and adaptive, but also optimizing the same to enhance the productivity. In the new normal, women empowerment and leadership have become more important than ever. In fact, it is a global truth that the status of women in workplace reflects the state of gender equity in societies and major economies. It also signifies women empowerment and evolution of a new world that values gender equity. Public sector enterprises have adopted the best practices to promote gender equality, which has been a perfect blend of companies' specific board-approved policies and government-approved guidelines. The way our female workforce, especially women in public sector, has shown Their dedication to their role in the organization during the crisis is worth acknowledging, which has played a crucial role in ensuring smooth operations and maintaining seamless flow of essentials even during the lockdown. I would also like to take this opportunity to compliment WIPS for effectively addressing the issues and concerns of women employees in public sector and playing an instrumental role in accelerating the status of women in public sector. Scope has instituted Scope Eminence Awards to recognize and applaud the exemplary contribution of women managers in the fraternity. In fact, women could enjoy the real empowerment and freedom only when all atrocities against women are stopped and make assure of their right to lead a dignified life, to become self-reliant and self-confident. The crimes against women jeopardize every plan of women empowerment and its overall progress in India. There needs to be a sea change in the mindset of people. Not the women, but the men have to wake up the country to move towards the equality and equity. I would like to now specifically appreciate some of the categories of women who are associated in our business activities as well as our society. I appreciate women doctors and paramedical staff who have taken the lead role in the difficult situation to continue offering their services in spite of all challenges. I appreciate the women employees and workers, especially working in difficult conditions of mines, power stations, various offices, sportswomen bringing laurel to the company. I appreciate them all. I appreciate the women employees who have worked in extremely difficult circumstances in extending the required support to the fire incident affected families to bring them in mainstream of life and helped management in fulfilling the huge responsibilities on management to take care of them. I take the pride to appreciate the work done by Sneha Opportunities, especially during pandemic period, for providing necessary materials and food for the needy. Ladies Club in Neyveli, under the guidance of my better half and madams of directors and executive directors and other senior executives, also deserve appreciation, who is also progressing and taking many initiatives to augment the empowerment of women who are needy, project affected persons and other surrounding areas. Women working in CSF who have not only provided the services in difficult areas of mines and thermal, but also taken many initiatives in the pandemic situation. I appreciate the women teachers and principals who have been providing excellent services during the pandemic situation, not only to come out with technology-based solutions, but also bravely coming to schools and after ensuring necessary compliances are able to give valued services of providing education to our children. All other women, whether working in other institutions which are equally important with police, banks, shops, other services, their role and contribution is also worth appreciation. At this occasion, I would like to flag this appreciation also to them. I am happy to note that NLCIL, in association with WIPS Neyveli chapter, is organizing various awareness programs for women employees as well as wives of NLCIL employees and the girls and women of the surrounding villages for their overall development. I appreciate the immediate initiative taken by President WIPS NLCIL to start 2 emails for getting the necessary inputs for further empowerment of women in NLCIL. I take this opportunity to appeal all men to salute the women in our life and rededicate yourself for support, respect and recognition, which is very much due to all of them. Let us do our level best to ensure that the future of girls and women is bright, safe and reward waiting. I wish all success to WIPS for all its future endeavors. Nanri Vanakkam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing the achievements of NLCIL. Thank you for emphasizing the need for gender equality and rightly pointed out partners in business and partners in progress. Attendees attending here in person and online would agree with me when he said that it is not a platform of talking about or introducing him, rather it talks of his humility. It talks about how he acknowledges our organization and the women working in our organization, and the appreciation that you made to all the women sitting here in different fronts. Thank you for those words, sir. We are really privileged and proud to have you as our senior leader driving women at NLC. And now, as we head down towards the end of the day's function, may I request Srimati S. Vijayalakshmi, DGM Contracts Coordinator Whips, to kindly give away the vote of thanks.
It is my privilege to thank the most respected CMD sir and the first women of NLCIL, Srimati Kanchan Kamra madam, for sparing this precious time with us and made this function a grand success. It is my honor to thank Director HR sir, Srimati Shanti Vikraman madam, Director Mine sir, Srimati Pushpalata Chowki madam, Director Pava sir, Srimati Ansi Shaji madam, Director Finance sir, Srimati Sunita Jaikumar madam, Srimati Anuradha Singh madam, Srimati Nidhi Agrawal madam, Srimati Divya Suman madam for joining us amidst their busy schedule and grace this occasion. It is my pride to thank Honorable Governor Srimati Tamilisai Soundarajan and Srimati Vishmita Tej madam, Srimati Soma Mandal madam, Srimati Hajit Kaur Joshi madam, Srimati Alka Metal madam, and young achiever Srimati Sneha Priya for their valuable felicitation through video clipping. My sincere thanks to EDHR, CGM HR, GMTA, GM Transport, GM LNDC, DGM PRO, DGM Horticulture and Security Department for their full-hearted support and making all the arrangements for the success of this function. My heartfelt thanks to President Whips, Ms. Karthikey Madam, for rendering her complete support and guidance for making all arrangements for this function. I take this opportunity to wish Dr. Dharini good luck for having elected as President Whips Apex at national level on behalf of all members of Whips NLCIL. I wholeheartedly thank all uniteds for their support and encouragement to Whips NLC. My special thanks to Srimati Amala for making the video clipping in a befitting manner. Last but not the least, I thank President and Secretary of Ladies Club for rendering all sorts of help whenever we approach them and gracing this function. I thank one and all who attended this function through VC and physically and making this function a grand success. Thank you one and all.